Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're doing good. Massive, monumental quantum leaps and shifts happening within the one consciousness in this very now moment, especially over the last 3 days since the 5th, since we literally locked everything in. So the Cosmic KRYST blueprint, all the keys and the codes, all the quantum, the consciousness fully reclaimed, the body parts, the jewels, our realities, our heart, mind, body, and soul. We are fully God sovereign and free. Make the jump. It's all here now. Only your mind will tell you otherwise. If you really drop into your heart, you can feel it. You can access this field from deep inside of you. Your connection to your own intuition, inner heart's guidance is the key. That's literally you working with God, working with spirit, and everything will become aligned from here. And right in the end, which is what we're doing today, on the 818, not the 88, but it's more or less the same. But in my last video, I said the 88. The 818 very much for me is 8 stands for eternity, infinity, abundance, and the twin flames and the journey they've made through time and space as they come together again, meet in the middle. And the one is literally the oneness, the Holy Trinity unified through them, the free and the free, merging as one, the cosmic quantum tree of life. They're both been expanding and accessing and collecting the keys and codes throughout their incarnations, throughout time and space, coming back together again. And as the original twin flames pairs, divine counterparts unify in true divine love, which is already happening in the field, as all remaining fears, doubts, worries, insecurities fully dissolve. All of this fear matrix programming, which isn't really real, it's all based in distortions, inversions of consciousness, as this fully clears, they unify as one, this new cosmic quantum tree of life. This is the full ignition, the 818. What we're doing today, right now, it's already here. It's all already here. We just need to fully frequency line with this and push the final reboot button on the Cosmic KRYST. So for those who have already signed up, thank you so much. Any and all donations, any and all comments. The details for the call today, 818, or if you want to join the Timeless Quantum Replay, they're literally basically 99% as powerful as you taking part live. But it's always obviously better if you can be there for the live call. But otherwise, again, the quantum replays, all of them, they're all timeless. All of my videos, they're really timeless. They carry and hold timeless instruction sets, navigational tips for the Cosmic KRYST blueprint to fully align us with that consciousness. Because it's not about one moment in time, one as well as it will be, but it's an accumulation as we get there. That really is everything we've ever learned for our time and space, past, present, future, is all culminating in this now. We are collapsing all natural, all known laws, not natural, they've been inverted. Time, space, gravity are inversions of the real, true reality. And this has been fully dissolved, transcended through the infinite power of true divine love, which is dissolving, healing, clearing all remaining separation felt, which is really the illusion that brings us back to true unity, the true unity field, but where it's also you are your own unique individual God sovereign free self. But now we really come together where it's like, I'm awesome, you're awesome, let's do something awesome together. Because the thing is, the hate against the KRYST, the Christic families, the gray lines, literally starts, first of all, within us, and then within the family, because everything you experience in your reality is part of you. It's held in your DNA blueprint, is then projected out. So you hold a consciousness that projects out your reality. That's why we shift everything from deep within. The jailbreak out of the matrix literally happens through the deep heart inner work. And finally, many people have been reporting over the last few days to see many massive shifts and changes internally, and now also externally. I've been seeing them where it's becoming really real. So what we've been shifting deeply from deep within over infinite amount of time is finally bearing its fruits. So all of our really hard work is paying off, and we're here now. So it's like we're not waiting for anything anymore. Like the last couple of big flares, solar flares, literally sealed us all in, and it's all here. So all we need to do now is really ignite this frequency-wise, because it's like as the last layers, illusions of separation dissolve, the last veil between the dimensions fully dissolves. One of the cards I drew today, what we're accessing and completing now, is repairing the veil. So this is forgiveness, which is the key part. And thank you so much again for anyone who's been part of my membership group call today, where we prepared everything for this very magical now moment. 818, to really reconcile any remaining misunderstandings really between the masculine and feminine energies and principles, again, which we all carry within. And I always say, really, when I talk about masculine and feminine, it's not about genders. We all hold this. Some feminines carry more masculines, some masculines more feminines. And this was also part of the integration of your androgynous blueprint, which we haven't been able. This is why we went through everything. It's like the androgynous body split in two bodies, went out to collect all of these keys and codes throughout time and space by intermixing all of our DNA codes, which is consciousness. That's what your DNA holds, okay? To come back together, to have cleared out all of these 144,000 archetypes of the Godhead, all of the distortions in these templates, and it's from within the oneness. So what do we keep, what do we preserve, and what do we return back to source? What is no longer working? And it's not black and white. It comes in multidimensional rainbow colors. Because what some people think or see as negative is what also holds great positivity. It's the same with, for example, anger, that many people poo-poo over or think, because of the programming out there, that anger is not spiritual. I'm sorry, but that you've got that a little bit twisted. Someone left a comment underneath my last video, and they were saying something in regards to I was harvesting and even spreading negativity, okay? Because I say, feel your feelings and be true to your own self. I mean, obviously they're not fully understanding me. And because they're kind of like not really, you know, they're kind of being blinded by the veil of conditioning and programming from the spiritual community, where they say all of these feelings are negative and they're unwanted. You are suppressing very important parts of you, because when you get angry, there is a reason for it. Because people are overstepping your boundaries, you're exhausted, you're overgiving, whatever it may be, okay? And that's your emotions, your multidimensional self telling you, hey, wait, here's something off. That's why you feel that this anger or frustration or something's just, no, not okay. There's a warning sign for you to say, okay, wait, something is off in my reality. I need to adjust something. It allows you, if you really sit with it, if you're just present with it, just observe it, just like follow your thoughts, it will guide you to, okay, this is what I need to adjust. If you tell yourself you shouldn't be angry or whatever else, sad, grief, it can be any emotion, shame, guilt, blame, frustration, okay? If you tell yourself you shouldn't be feeling it because it's not spiritual or whatever, you suppress it, you suppress the truth. You suppress your true self. You're not loving all of yourself. You just got it a bit twisted. And again, I understand why people have gotten to that point of view, because again, of all the false, inverted programming, thought forms, belief systems out there. And you keep suppressing your true self. You just love your good self, not the bad self. You do this with everyone else. I mean, that's not how you come to wholeness. Like, there's an important point that we clear cellular memories, as all of these false timelines have been fully cleared. All of the black magic is fully gone, and we can now fully access our wildest dreams fulfilled, because again, everything in your reality is based on your deepest held beliefs and expectations. And you need to sit with the uncomfortable feelings, be the observer, just let them purge through you, because your cellular memory wants to be released of these distorted realities, consciousness. You need to feel it to release it. If you push it down, you keep prolonging the process. So it has to come up and out to be purged and be released from your body through whether it's sound, movement, crying, talking to someone, write it down. It could be anything. Trust your intuitive wisdom of your body, who knows how to heal itself. If you fully merge your physical, mental, emotional bodies, you really get tuned into your body, what it needs. Just allow it to happen. Follow your heart. What are you afraid of? Your real true self? People are afraid of their own emotions, their own inner shadow self. Literally, people are afraid of their own shadow because they've been taught that, you know, it's like as if when I say sorry or apologize for something, it's like there's something really wrong with me. I've been a bad boy or a bad girl. And that's really inverted, because that way you can never really correct anything, because you keep pushing it down and you're not really seeing it for what it is. And you project the negative feelings onto the person that has triggered it, although the triggers are literally leading you home until you no longer be triggered. Because now it's like, I've purged all of the shit I've been shown. I've cleared and purged, transmuted, alchemized so much karmic density on behalf of all, because I'm one of the people who really goes in and really feels it, where other people are all suppressing. I know what I'm accessing now is the payback from all of my hard work. And it came from a pure heart, because I didn't do it to get the payout. I did do it for us to all get home and for this to end, and because I knew it was the right thing to do. Because I listened to my heart. And that's how I know real truth, and not what anyone else is telling me. That's you being truly God, sovereign, and free. It's your access to source. You can't get there if you push parts of you away. You compartmentalize yourself into good and bad. You're everything. We're all everything in between. Okay? Until you alchemize it fully within the oneness, within the 0 point field right now, come to true wholeness, true coherence, reconciliation, reunification of your whole multidimensional self, which is everything you can imagine. All of this is you. So whilst you still feel separated from your environment, you know, you can't fully get there. If you think people are doing this to you, or they're in charge, someone else is more powerful than you, you're still in these states of separation. Like true confidence is true wholeness, where you have a, you know, it's a humble confidence. You don't feel above anyone or below anyone. So the original split within the families, within the consciousness, happened first within the one cell, which basically was then played out through the split within the families, which literally comes from us comparing one another to each other. You know, it's the same like within the twin flames. Like when the masculine compares themselves with the feminine, it's just like, it's nonsense. It's like comparing apples and pears. Every one of us has very specific roles to play. For time and space, we've all played different roles. We haven't always just been good, angelic humans. We've been many things in between. We've played many roles, okay? You are the beggar, you are the villain, you are the saint, you are the princess, you are the magician, you are the dragon, you are the shapeshifter, you are the Agathan, you are the fairies, the elves. You are all of these things, the galactics, the guardians, okay? Fully returned. On this note, thank you so much. Big shout out to Mark Atwood. Mark Atwood, who I had a beautiful lunch with his beautiful partner and my daughter. And it was really, truly a beautiful, just knowing the cosmic family, the original tribes and founder races are finally coming together as one and reunifying in the physical. Because it only takes a few of us to come together, work together to make the magic happen. And it was a truly heart-opening and healing experience, just exchanging keys and codes, just the energy, and just being with open-minded and open-hearted people. So yeah. Healing is a fight, okay? It's not just a journey, it's like you literally need to fight for it with your dear life. Because yeah, I mean, the traumas are not making us stronger, the healing does make us stronger. As we understand, we've done this all to the self from within the one self. So again, whenever we hate anything about another, get triggered, you know, all of these feelings, there are aspects of us within ourselves that are still not fully integrated, merged. And this is literally how you merge your multidimensional self and all of these dimensions, realities, realms as one, through your own internal integration, through transcending all of the separation felt between you and anyone out there. Okay, that doesn't mean that you need to have people in your life, because it's also saying no, again, to these false aspects, false light, false guidance, false light teachers, teachings, information, or false people in your life. Because it's you saying no to these false aspects within yourself, and that's you aligning with your true self. And yeah, in the midterm, like last year, mostly 2023 was like all about letting go of anything that doesn't serve us anymore. So we're ready to now you've freed up, cleared out your field to receive all that is true, all that you're truly in alignment with as your true self. So temporarily, it's like as if you're losing everything, your whole reality is falling to bits, okay? It's like you're left with nothing, but believe me, from that place, everything comes. As I've been sharing about 3 years ago, I literally fully consciously surrendered all of myself to Source. And I was shown I will always be carried if I follow the guidance that has been given for me through Source, through my heart, literally putting my own desires, wants, what I want to be real, not to be real, truth, real is truth, aside, and literally just surrender myself to Source, show me the truth, show me how to make this happen, what I've been shown, the divine organic creatrix field, all dimensions, all realities, all realms fully merging as one, all us unified as one, bringing us back to that oneness. And at that time, nobody else was speaking about it as far as I know. And then I was shown step by step how to do this from one now moment to the next. But yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot. I've been clearing a lot of shit. Let's put it that way, okay? And I know many of you listening have been doing this as well. And this is where all of this pays out, okay? And we're no longer processing other people's energies, karmic load. This is done now. Because we've broken the chains. The attachment has been a huge theme over the last few days, which is really bringing us contentment, which is really what is setting us all free. And it's what's breaking all of these cords, hooks to the old false realities, truly. And everything that anyone has sent out is now being returned tenfold. And again, all of this is really, Ascension is a road of redemption. Okay, it's us correcting the wrongs of the past and the future. It's all now. Okay, there is no time. We just perceive it as time, past, present, future. It's all happening now until we fully collapse those timelines, those negative aspects, thought forms, belief systems, attitudes, behaviors that we've taken on that we also use in order to survive in this reality. But we have done the hard inner work to transmute it from deep within. For now, it's like, I don't need to fake happiness, a smile, contentment, whatever. I feel whatever I feel. What you get from me is authenticity. That's truth. That's really real. Okay? Love is not just soft love. It's also tough love. Again, held within the omni love, where you sometimes need to say a very clear no, no more. It's not okay. Like I had also an interesting experience with my daughter after the last cosmic energy update. For those who saw it, because I also mentioned towards the end, these distortions between the mother-child bond are fully clearing right now, and they're done now. It's connected to the DNA, RNA. It's connected to the mother-child, the mitochondrial DNA. Everything has been highly distorted between the Holy Trinity principle, between families, between the masculine and feminine, through all of these reversals, aka inversions within the consciousness, all of these bipolar energies being fully cleared, and all of this negative alien technology, it's no longer there. Truly, I woke up today with, it's just miracles, miracles, miracles. It's all here. I know after all of the shit shifting, I feel so much lighter, and believe me, I've been feeling the karmic collective density every day for too many freaking years. And it's not there anymore. It's fully lifting. And now anyone who's still got their stuff to deal with, they have to deal with it themselves. This is us fully God sovereign and free, and we no longer take on stuff for others. As well as, because also this is the end of this journey, and we're fully shifting all as one. So no matter where you're at, the last step is being taken as one. And all that we have created is being accessed internally, is now manifested externally. So some of us who've done, again, the hard inner work are now seeing the shifts taking place externally as well, such as, synchronicities, abundance. Again, abundance means many things. It's love, it's time, it's the things we want to create, but it's beyond money. And this is all fully coming in and becoming very visible as synchronicities aligned, as everything is aligned, as all of the black magic interference is being fully cleared. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say. So the mother-child bond. So after my last video, I then had a thing with my daughter, basically, where she said a temper tantrum. And actually, I found an interesting piece to this as well that I'm going to add. Basically, there was a thing going on, like I've mentioned before, like I've had issues with my daughter in regards to her respecting me, as you might have picked up in the videos, as in regards to she doesn't understand what I'm doing. And it's also, influenced through the programming around her of, thinking this is all nonsense. So, and also like she's been, for example, last week, she's not been feeling well. So I've been looking after her. So I've been doing a lot of things for her, And then she basically asked me for something else, like when I said we're going to sleep now, and I just basically just blah, exploded, had a temper tantrum. I just got pretty pissed off at her, shouted, something I don't want to do. And it's one of my things that I wanted to, has been the big thing, let's say, this kind of these emotional outbursts, so to say, because that's the challenge the feminine has, but the masculine suppresses. The feminine finds it hard to master these emotions and kind of keep them in check. Let's put it that way. Again, both of them have to learn how to wield it. Anyway, although through that argument, and she did cry, and I felt, not great, obviously, because I don't want to be that. But the thing is, I wanted to talk to her because obviously it's that one thing, that kind of boils the pot over, where you then, overreact that you don't want to do. And also, I understand it doesn't make the person feel safe. Yeah, because it's kind of, they don't know when you're going to explode, so to say. So I was trying to talk to her about it because I was saying, okay, I'm really sorry. I don't want to be this, but you also need to understand that what has gotten me to this point and why does the feminine overreact and explode? Because she's just been doing too much. Okay, it's just been too much. There's not enough help. There's no respect. Like, this is the end of not respecting the mother. Okay, and not respecting all that she's doing for you, all the nurturing, all the support, all of the healing energies she exerts. And if you just take, and then still throw shit at her, that's what you're going to get eventually, ultimately, as well as she doesn't want to be like this. Now, I found a post just now, and that really like kind of also hit a key for me, what this is related to. And this, I have it on my Twitter, whatever it's called now, X. Anyways, from Anna Cosmic Cupid, you can find it there on my Twitter account. The spleen isn't talked about much in Western medicine, but it's an integral part of Chinese medicine. We even have terms that refer to the spleen. The word for temperament is spleen energy. The word for losing your temper is producing spleen energy. Overworking yourself into fatigue or exhaustion is called overworked spleen. So again, I've been freaking overworked. I've been overstretched. I've had fuck all support. I'm really thankful for the support I've been getting. And this is like, again, as I was shown, what to do as you fully surrender to source and you're in service to source. And it's through Ascension process, you're always being carried. Like, there've always been enough support for me. I've always made it through, but it's also been, the balance has been off because it's been mostly people, or a lot of people, getting triggered by what I'm transmitting, by my energy, by the level of truth. And they send all kinds of negative energies to me in the field, next to not really truly supporting me. And they still can't help themselves to keep on looking and watching my videos. Okay? I feel this in my field. The same as I've really been feeling in my field, the support that then came through. Like my daughter, after this argument, even though it wasn't nice, I didn't want to be like this. It really clicked something in for me that I know I'm not going to go there again, as well as I know she has really gotten it. Like, she was a totally changed girl the next day. And, after not wanting to talk about it, which is another issue, she finally talked to me about it, and I could get through to her. So the divine feminine is finally getting through to, like the not just the children, it's the mind, it's the mind virus. Ultimately, these inversions of consciousness, of how other people see you, of what they think is right or wrong, and how to treat you, and all of that. So she could see that, and something shifted for her, something shifted for me, because it always happens on both sides. We always mirror each other. And truly, through conflict, you do have the opportunity to create true harmony. So through that conflict, I then experienced total harmony. And she was like, just amazing. Also, note just on this, even if you know, sometimes you reach these new states of consciousness, or even people around you, again, have no attachment to that, because often it is still, as you take 2 steps forward, you take another back and just clear out anything that's not in alignment with this. But this is very quick now. Because again, once you know the truth, once you are truly, fully confident in what you are thinking, feeling, saying is the real truth, and there is no doubt in your own mind, this is now going out in the field and the truth is just known. So I've been feeling in general over the last 3 days that, again, this truth coming from the mother, from the heart, the cosmic heart, which is connected to these higher heart openings, which are really massive since Friday. The supernova of the heart mind event it's here and fully rolling out. Okay. What did I want to say about this? Anyway, anything that's not in alignment with that truth, it's just fully being dissolved in the field. Oh yeah. So I can feel in the field literally any doubts left of what's right, what's truth, and what's not. I've been fully dissolved and everybody's just knowing the truth. This is also part of this new Cosmic Emerald and Crystal Diamond Rosette network coming fully online right now. And everything is known in this telepathic field because the truth is being released through, again, us clearing out all of this inverted energy, reversals, lower codings in our DNA, which the last 2 weeks have been mostly about. That's been all the toxic clearing, you know, clearing all the toxins. It's toxic thought forms. It's inversions of consciousness, inversions of truth. These are the reversals, the bipolar energies, okay? And they've been artificially been tampered with. So it didn't matter how much we've tried to create harmony with others, especially the feminine. It's just not been getting anywhere because people didn't get us. And they kept projecting all of the unacknowledged shadow aspects onto us. Because again, the programming has told them that, you know, even if they admit fault or whatever, it's kind of like they're a bad boy, girl, or, you know, it's like this deep shame and guilt. Like just saying sorry, you know, some people find this really, really hard. And again, it's often also because, again, the feminine, then, you know, they're afraid of the reaction. So for example, you know, they don't feel safe. So this is also what we talked about today. So that's what the feminine has to work at and has worked at, is to create this field where someone can step forth, apologize, and they feel safe and they're not afraid of the retribution of, you know, her coming, I don't know, jumping down your throat or something like this. Like this is all very much about the reconciliation of the one cosmic family. Again, the split happened between the tribes. As comparison came in between the twin flames, I mean, it's part of the illusion of separation because we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to one another. We all have very unique roles to play, and it's actually your attachment to your identity, especially the spiritual identity, which has an even bigger ego than a normal 3D, so to say, identity, that's creating all of this. You know, where you compare yourself to one another. The masculine and the feminines. We all have different roles to play. They're very unique. And we played many different roles throughout time and space. I don't have any attachment to my role. I just want someone to do this right. And if I'm the one to do this, okay, fine, I'll do it. Even however much it took from me. And I was okay with people hating on me, so to say, if that is what needed to happen for this to get done. But we're done now. And all that hate is coming back to you because literally what you've been sending out is coming right back at you right now, tenfold. And you will see that everything is held within you, and these projections, these false mirror projections, won't work anymore. It's all been reversed. We've been repelling one another where we should have been, you know, being drawn to one another, to the, you know, the ones who are in real true frequency resonance with us. But because of all the distortions in the field, this false net, all the negative alien technology that's been running in the field, amplifying all these reversals, the discord, the split between the families, again, is the core of the split of society. So this is what we're fully healing today. All right, it's all here now. It's all rolling out. We're pressing the final freaking reset button Again, if you want to join me, the details are in the description box for the call. And again, the replay will also be available. This will be very powerful. So full surrender is truly the strongest position you can be in. This really ties in with the detachment, which is the key to manifestation. Because again, when we hold on to anything, it's like we're pushing it away. Everything is you, so you don't have to hold on to anything. As you let go, the highest quantum possibilities can come in. But again, it's been a process because also we are dependent or interconnected to one another, so to say. Yeah. So we understand if we help, heal, assist other people, we help, heal, assist ourselves. But now we stop doing this with people who cannot appreciate it, do not give back. So the same if anyone says right now they want to take part in the activation in the spiritual, in the field, you know, because they don't have a card, for example, like a payment card, or a PayPal account, you know, I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, but it's not going to work. Yes, these are collective activations, but if you really want to get the upgrades, the activations, I mean, I know what I share in these calls, not just the activation, but just the information shared is massive. They can really accelerate your ascension journey. It's taken me everything I have to access this truth, to access the information I'm sharing. Okay. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, if you don't have a bank card in this reality, you're pretty much fucked unless you're fully off grid. So I think most of us have a card. And when you go to my Ko-fi page and sign up for the call, you can pay in any kind of like, I don't know, there's Apple Pay, there's basically through the Swift service or whatever it's called. You can use any kind of card payment service, basically, whether it's PayPal or GPay or whatever all of these things are called, or just your card, okay? And you don't need, I also have a link even in my description box where it's like, you don't need a PayPal account to pay over PayPal, okay? So these are things for me, they're a little bit like excuses because people just don't want to really give back and they just want to receive. And it's just not going to happen anymore. At the same as, and that's always the both end, we are doing this collectively. And yes, we will all shift together as one, but how far each person can shift and jump right now is up to them personally. So you can't put this on anyone else. I'm here to assist and help, but you also need to give back to me in one way, shape, form, or another. Okay, and money is just the way we are at the moment still exchanging energy. That's all it really is. Also, I want to say somebody in my last video had made a comment, and I don't know if it's still there. Sorry, I don't always get around to everything. But it was something along the lines of financial difficulties and kind of how can I solve this? But they literally listed all of their financial difficulties up in literally like numbers. Now, the main thing I can recommend here is not to focus on the problem, but on the solutions. Whatever you believe to be true, like if you focus on the lack, the not enoughness, what you don't have, the issues you have, you know, the fear, you keep amplifying that right now, really big. If you just trust, the same as me, if you in true service to source and you fully surrender to your heart and source, it will always guide you. Even if you quit your job tomorrow or whatever you feel guided to do, okay, you will always be carried, especially now, because people like me have been doing this journey with a lot of opposition, interference, black magic, fucking with us. So it was really, really hard, okay? But now all of this has been removed, so it's much easier for anyone else just to make that jump, as long as they can just transcend the last remaining fears, insecurities they have. It's all limiting programming, okay? That is, it's basically your abundance is a reflection of the deepest held beliefs and expectations you hold of your reality, as well as, again, you need to really take into account we have been majorly fucked with by the black magicians. And again, the whole money system has been surrounded by black magic, okay? But that's been fully cleared. So now our abundance can fully come in. This is a big part also of today's call, the 818. So us reuniting, you know, the return of the Holy Family, the Holy Grail, the Holy Trinity, fully bringing the Holy Trinity principle in within the oneness, within the infinity, okay? The one cosmic Christ, the singularity, the one is fully rebirthed eternally in no time whatsoever. Right now. So you need to play with money. It's like monopoly money. if you think this is the begin and end all, then yeah, you're caught in a matrix and you keep feeding those programs and those realities. What we're accessing, what I want to access is beyond abundance. It's like infinite abundance in regards to supernatural gifts and abilities, us teleporting, bilocating, manifesting out of thin air. That's true abundance. It's not money. So withdraw your attention from the money problems. Know that you will always be supported, that somehow it works itself out. As long as you listen to your guidance, it's not about not doing anything and just burying your head. This is not the answer. But it's like, okay, I got this. One way or another, the money, the solutions, the resources, it's all coming in now. But you need to clear out all the remaining limiting programs, belief systems that have stood in the way of you reaching that frequency where these realities can fully align with you now. Because again, it's all here, but you need to frequency align yourself with that, okay? And you aligning yourself with that is you ultimately being your true self. So what is the true self? The true self is the authentic self, it's the real self. The real truth, authenticity, is what sets us all free. It's not you faking a smile, pretending that you're happy when you're actually sad or grieving or angry. You're never going to get there. I mean, everybody with an open heart will, ascend out of this false matrix. But again, how far? And this is not about 5D ascension. I'm not interested in that whatsoever. This is full-blown 15D beyond, infinite quantum realities. So this is fully transcending all of these dimensional layer compartmentalization, divisions. This is what this was literally all about, to bring us all back together as one cosmic family, all nations, all tribes, all star races, the whole omniverse, unified as one in this cosmic divine creatrix field, a new communication network that is connecting us from heart to heart. And you will just know truth. So anyone who's still hiding or suppressing truths, I mean, it's gonna come out one way or another now. It's just gonna be known in the field. The same as, any of the assholes out there who've committed grave crimes of humanity, on humanity, whatever, you know what I mean, against humanity, sorry, who have committed grave crimes against humanity, the sanctity of life, they're also, receive now, so to say, what they deserve. So this is the end of this. The truth is being found out. I think you can see this out there. The Epstein files are doing the rest because they're all interconnected and they're all falling together because they're all taking one another down. It's like, who can be sacrificed here to save our neck? It's not going to work. Okay, all they've been working on, like what have been connected, and they've had such a, the Illuminati, false light, fallen angelic consciousness, let's say, that have been serving one another, but it's been based on power, control. It's not about love. It's not about them feeling connected. I mean, they do the most horrible imaginable things to their own family members. This is not about true, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember, but I think you get what I mean, okay? It's like, it doesn't come from the heart. Their unity, it's basically a very thin facade, and the unity only, and I can't even call this unity, their connection, their web, their net, which is basically taken down now, has been based on, again, power over one another and money, and, again, it's not loyalty. It was not based in true loyalty, okay? And true heart-to-heart connections, where what we are accessing now is like, I have your back, you have my back. We're feeding one another. There's no more draining one another. There's just multiplication of energy, of life force, of happiness, okay? And not the sucking and just people taking advantage of us and just taking and not giving anything back, or you just feel drained on, down after you try to, I don't know, interact with certain people, okay? It's super powerful. The people we share our energy field with, the people we are connected to, have a direct effect on our energy field. You will have seen this as you have cut certain people out, your energy field realigns, and you feel lighter and lighter, literally, as you cut off the heavy density. So this is now literally where we come together as equals, because we're all equal. It doesn't matter what anyone does, okay? And I also want to say, when I said in my last video, it's about, you know, like the making it happen and taking action, which is a big part, especially for the masculines right now, who have been integrating a lot of their feminine energies. What I want to say, the energies are so high, I keep forgetting what I'm trying to say. Okay, anyway. Next point. Full, true, final debt forgiveness sets us all free from the chains of the past, okay? So that's what's happening right now. That's how we repair the veil, or rather it fully dissolves, as we fully dissolve all the separations, the illusions of separation. As the feminine returns to supermagnetism, the masculine steps up in his action-oriented embodiment. She can return to a state of supermagnetism, which is completing this magnetic pole and field shift, and us returning to our, you know, that's also the tribal shield fully taken over, because us as the cosmic family are coming back together as one. And again, the twin flames, original counterparts, pairs are a key part of this, because they together carry the core divine blueprint of the cosmic monad, the cosmic family. Okay, and them dividing, they have been, you know, played against one another through all the interference playing out. And then healing this again is literally the blueprint, fully healing. Again, the cosmic quantum tree of life coming together, having been multiplied again, where we come together as, you know, 100%, 100%. Together we are like 200% power, together with God and divine union, 300%. And then, you know, when we work in groups, you multiply this many times over. So it's not ultimately about the number, it's also about the quality of people you're connecting with, like the groups I work with. It's a select few, but they make all the difference because we're on the same wavelengths. We've been working on this for quite a few months, and the same frequency, and it's really beyond months. And when we come together, the field is so powerful, truly. It keeps making massive quantum shifts and jumps, like enables this to take place in the field. I know this. All of our group calls, the open and the closed ones, they're constantly shifting massively everything in the field, in the consciousness, because we are operating from that place of holding this on behalf of the cosmic KRYST. And I know I came here to make this a reality, to bring this all together, to help us cross the rainbow bridge, the stairway to heaven, all the way back home to heaven on earth, all together as one. And that I carry the keys and codes as I hold this core cosmic blueprint on behalf of the cosmic KRYST, this androgynous herogamic reunion blueprint. And when the right people come together with the right level of consciousness, carrying the right keys and codes, everything ignites, okay? This is where our true power lies. It's not you needing to get 144,000 people together. This is happening at a much higher level. The 144,000, again, is in regards, it means the 144,000 archetypes of the Godhead, okay? Which we've literally merged into kind of one to create something totally new, because we're not returning to, like, for example, a previous incarnation of ourselves and living an old life again, picking up there, but it's like you're bringing all of your multidimensional selves throughout time and space fully together as one, and you're creating a whole new being, so to say, a whole new higher identity. And again, what we've been working on, especially within my membership and container, has been collecting all of these keys and codes on behalf of the cosmic KRYST. We've done all of the work, the activations. Again, we're doing this all as one. But again, I'm just speaking for what we've been here creating. And this is bringing online now this full divine blueprint. Again, it's all here. So we've completed this again. Thank you so much for those that have been supporting me, sticking with me, really getting this, supporting me back, fueling me. That's what I meant to say. So I've really been feeling a shift in my field as I've been taking my power back. And also, I know Mark Atwood, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your surname properly today. As he shared like a post to kind of check out my last video. And I don't know whether it's just because of him sharing this or because you shared stuff of me before. But anyway, it had, like, there's been a massive shift in regards to viewing numbers on my YouTube. Finally, I got to 6,000 plus subscribers. Yay! It's only taken me a linear year. So it's been very hard work, let's put it that way, as well as loads more views on my video. Now, for me, this is not about ego, not even about money. I mean, I don't even see many more people signing up to the calls or anything like this, but I feel it in my field as in, oh, wow, okay, people are getting this, people are more positive towards me, okay? And don't get so freaking triggered and send all this negative energy at me, as well as I'm just, my whole field is just sending it right back to you, okay? And I also know that people who are supporting me, okay, they're also being blessed. But again, that's not why you do it. It's just how this works, okay? When you support the true cosmic divine mother principles, you will also receive blessings back from that because you're supporting the truth. Again, it's the same as me supporting, you know, me doing God's work, is God supporting me through those who have, you know, enough God embodied within themselves who feel resonance with my work and who feel the push to then also support me back. And this is how this has all worked. But now this is gonna, I know, I mean, I've been shown many years ago that I will literally be known by all. We will be fine here. All of this hate will turn literally into gratitude, and people will say sorry and thank you, you know, instead of like whatever else. Or even sometimes, you know, it's the same as these love light comments. I mean, it's like, you know, I can feel the true intention, what's really being transmitted in words, no matter how you dress them up. And I get it. People often say things from a place of unawareness, and they think they're sending kind of positive energy, but they're actually not really acknowledging, because again, they're suppressing what they're really feeling of what's really going on inside of them. Anyway, and I know I'm jumping all over the place because I'm actually not finding it very easy today to really focus in. I'm kind of, anyway, it is what it is. I know it's always, again, it's beyond even the words I use. It's your energy field that heals, okay? This is how sacred your energy is. Because again, I put a lot of work in order to transmit what I'm transmitting. This is also when I speak about this is being activated, this is being cleared, it's literally being cleared as you're listening to this, because I'm embodying what I'm talking about. This is always my first priority, doing the inner work, and then I report from that place, as well as I look back on my videos and then integrate it even further. That's how I stay in integrity. When you stay in integrity, that's you literally embodying your true self, your true divine blueprint. This is what ignites us in others. Because people can more or less say the same stuff that I say, but if they're not embodying it, it will not have the same effect. It's all about embodiment. It's not even about you knowing the truth or speaking the truth as such. You need to embody and live it. That's what makes a difference. That's what shifts your realities. That's you shifting your consciousness. Okay? So we are no longer carrying other people's karma load and take on their false projections. It's just been fully repelled from your field as you have become fully sovereign, God sovereign and free. And this is also leading now to the full reconciliation, healing of all families, tribes, the one cosmic KRYST, the one cosmic family, as all the false mirror and veils, I mean, they have fallen. And I think you can feel this in your own shift, in your own consciousness. And if you have things that you would like to correct, redeem yourself for, you know, like where you have a bad conscience, again, that's your heart, your soul, source speaking to you. This is the time where you want to unload yourself of all of this. And know that the feminine is here to receive you with love. She's not going to give you a hard time, but if you approach her with bullshit, she's going to call it out, of course. I mean, that's where you have to be. That's the whole thing. You know, this is not just about being now returning to some angelic reality where everything is just airy fairy and just positive. No, this is a balanced reality that when something is off, you will feel it and you will correct it before it goes any further. And that's what your negative feelings, as you call them, lead you to. So when something is off, you feel it. You're not going to feel happy, would you? If someone is like abusing you, why should you not feel angry? That's you not being true to yourself. This is how blueprints get inverted. You're not true to yourself, what you're really feeling, and can alchemize it, transmute it. So surrender to your heart's divine inner feminine, inner knowing. Wisdom is the key to ascension. It's not going to happen through the head. and your head telling yourself you shouldn't be feeling this and pushing it back down. You're not going to get there like this. This is your access to source, to real truth, which is multidimensional. It's not black and white. And again, tough love is part of this, and telling people no, no more is part of this. These are acts of true divine love. So the Cosmic Mother's womb has been fully healed, and this is also our access to infinite creativity. Again, I could literally, through my surrender to source, being in true service to source, to real truth, I could write and speak all day ultimately. But obviously, you know, all the information I'm also accessing comes from the beingness. That's the whole thing. So the doing comes from the beingness, what I'm guided to share, okay? But I don't need to force nothing. I never run out of ideas, creativity, because again, I'm tuned into, I mean, an infinite well of creativity, wisdom, information, and it just flows through me, and I share it in the way I'm being shown. So I'm fulfilling God's work. And this is then how I'm being supported in my reality. And I mean, if anything, I believe I can be a good example. If you really keep trusting your heart, your inner knowing, you will always be carried. I've done many crazy things that were all against my head, any programming, following my heart, not knowing why I was doing the things at the time, why I did them. And they always helped me to, literally, it's like you pushing through fear, is you clearing out the lower codings in your DNA. The fear is literally what contracts your DNA, okay? It doesn't allow it to open, to activate. And love, which is true self-love, that's what opens it. As you follow your heart, your passion, your guidance, that's self-love. When you push it down, it's the opposite. Okay, when your heart keeps overwriting, when your mind keeps overwriting your heart in what it knows it really wants because it's in fear, you cannot activate your blueprint. Okay, so every time I pushed through, every time I faced my fear and did it anyway, no matter how crazy it seemed to my head, it was always huge quantum jumps and leaps, expansion of my consciousness, more information, awareness, clarity coming in. I mean, it's priceless, truly. And I've given everything up. I've risked everything again and again and again. And I know you will always be supported from one now moment to the next. The resources, everything will come to you now as you just take one step after another. You just need to trust. Okay? So feel the fear, the risk, push all the way through to heaven and earth to make the magic happen. Again, surrendering to your heart's guidance is the key. That's you literally following God's guidance. Okay? So powerful shifts between the masculine and feminine aspects and energies are complete in this magnetic pole and field shift right now, fully, completely. So literally the atmosphere is shifting, because just imagine this false magnetic field so far it's the atmosphere around the planet that it holds, okay? Literally the atmosphere is shifting as this magnetic field shifts back to, again, what's taking over is the natural tribal shield. Us as the cosmic family, fully reunited, healing all of these traumas and wounds, as we come back together as one. That's how we heal. As we come back together with our real true soul family. So we can only get there when we are connected to our real true self. That's what magnetizes us towards those who are in that same frequency resonance. And that's how we find one another again. And again, for all of these distortions in the field, we've literally been repelling one another. Okay, and all the interference playing out. So that's lifted now. And it's bringing us all the way home. It's completing everything in no time whatsoever. Again, this is timeless. As well as, this is happening right now. It's all already here. We just need to frequency line with it. We're not waiting for nothing anymore. Okay? It's done. So done. So let go of fear and control. All will fall into place. I mean, when we let go of control, which is what you do by hanging on to things or pushing things away, you know, you're prolonging the process. So no more push-pull. It's like I was seeing early on, and I was sharing that example in the call. It's this tug of war ends. It's like you have two teams, you know, pulling on a rope, and as we let go, the other team literally falls on their ass. So just let go of the rope, okay? Everything will fall into place as you fully surrender. It's really the strongest position you can be in right now. As well as, again, it's about mastery. Mastery takes the place of control. There is no control. It's an illusion anyway. And this also makes all the control structures and systems fall away out there. It's all held within you. All the systems, all the realities, the banks, the healthcare systems, all of that stuff. It's all projected out from inside of you, from in the one. Okay, so this is not about blame. This is just about, okay, this is how it is. How can we fix this now? So this is full and final total debt forgiveness as we come to real true conciliation between the tribes, the cosmic families, as everybody's truly seeing the truth. And forgiveness is the last part. Again, this is debt forgiveness. This is us accessing abundance. Because again, it's like whenever you have an argument or discord with someone else, it always exists on both sides. They're just mirroring something back at you, and you're helping as you shift, you help them shift because you're quantum entangled. So every time any one of us shifts, everybody else, you know, that's the butterfly effect, is being affected by this. This is why we do need one another, but it's now like through true connection, intimacy, you know, beautiful heart-to-heart connections instead of these distorted relationships where we've been all pulling and tagging at one another and, you know, had these attachments that were not based in real, true, divine love. Because when we truly do love the one, it includes ourselves. We do what is right for all. And that sometimes, again, means doing the hard thing and saying no and pulling back from people. And it's not personal. Okay? As well as it's not forever. And as soon as they're up level, and what I see now, again, everybody is going to, you know, ascend out of this false matrix. The veils fully lift. We are all on this core God source frequency, like it was in Taran or Gaian times, you know, in Tara or Gaia, where we all knew ourselves as one, as well as we're going a step beyond this. But again, all the solutions of separation that have kept us apart, you know, the belief systems, the opinions, our differences, this is all falling away as we are accessing the real truth. It's been literally unlocked from within our cellular memory as our heart is bursting wide open, and it's all in the field. I've been feeling this since they called our group call ended today, like massive heart opening, healing activations. I mean, it keeps coming, you know, in waves until it's like full and final, and it's all shifting really visibly. I expect our realities to shapeshift around us, literally, and in all ways, shapes, and forms. The question is this going to be more gradual or sudden? I believe what I've been shown basically today is it's not been written yet, as in we have to collapse the quantum standing wave functions through action. So it's depending on what are the key players in the game doing right now, or even not doing. Again, non-doing is also an action. You know, some of us have to pull back, do less. Oh yeah, and one of the things I wanted to say, you stepping up, you know, as your true self, fulfilling your divine destiny, it's not so much about you having to do more. Okay, any doing comes again from the beingness, from inspired action. But it's like you will know yourself. Have you fulfilled your mission, your purpose? Like I know I've been shown, I've literally overachieved what I came here for, but also because I've been picking up a lot of the stuff from other people that been kind of let down some garden paths that have not really served them. And I wanted to say, God, I keep constantly forgetting what I'm trying to say. Again, it's ultimately all in the field. Oh, it's just gone. Anyway, this is going to be a fun update to look back at for myself. So remember that you came to play roles over many lifetimes, incarnations. So your attachment to your ego, to your identity is what's causing the suffering. Let go of the doer, surrender yourself to source, as I have done, and then you're just in free flow state, and everything will just unfold in front of you as you make one step after another. So follow your intuition, follow God's guidance. It's going to lead you all the way home right now. This is the chance where you can make literally the last moments where you can still make massive quantum leaps and jumps, basically deciding how far you are rising within this new divine organic creatrix field, because there's still different layers and levels to this, as well as it's all a unified field. Okay, and this is what is really being activated through the cosmic heart ignition, awakening. Again, this is very much down to the original counterparts, twin flames, the tribes. Again, we all carry these keys and codes ultimately within us. But it's really, I mean, I've been feeling and seeing this so much, like really the cosmic family, we are all yearning one another to be back together again. We want to be back together with our families, with our loved ones, and not stuck in these false realities with false people. So you get there by truly aligning yourself with your true self, your true authentic self. It's about realness. Truth is real, and it's real love, okay? Real truth, authenticity. Again, not fake positivity. When you feel one thing but are trying to be positive, it's really not working. It's not authentic. It's not true. This is what you see out there, all the fake people. They're pretending everything is great, where it's a shit show behind the scene. I mean, that's not how we transmit truth. And it's what you're doing to yourself as you pretend everything is great, where in there it's like a lot of discord and disharmony and whatever else is going on and like simmering beneath the surface, ready to pop any moment now. All right? So stop suppressing your own feminine wisdom. It holds the key to your ascension. Fake love, happiness, and kindness won't do that. And that will be felt now. All right? So all these inversions within the one consciousness, all this false programming from the spiritual, religious teachings, fully dissolved now. Only the real truth is arising from within each one of us now. You don't even need to, you know, try to convince anyone of your truth. It's just going to be known in the field. Again, anything anyone is trying to hide, all that has been hidden in the dark is being revealed, literally. So you're either an active change agent of that, you keep jumping all in and just freeing yourself of all remaining fears and insecurities of people judging you, rejecting you, abandoning you, ostracizing you, attacking you, okay? Because once you become truly God-sovereign and free, it's not going to be the end of the world anymore. Sure, we don't like when people do this, and it's not like you're going to be freaking stone and don't feel anything, but again, it will not be the end of the world, okay? Because you're no longer attached to, like, you know, your sense of self-worth is not dependent on other people. It comes from deep within. It comes from your connection to source. It's also very much connected to us having healed the mother wound, of us integrating all of these pieces, of us really leading from the heart, okay? Following your divine inner feminine wisdom and guidance and let her lead you. So, because again, also the level of abundance that's available to us, it really is very much connected to the level of self-worth we have. So how secure we are in ourselves. And also, I mean, there's so many aspects to this, and I'll speak more about it in the call, but it's also the programming you've grown up with, you know, all the generational patterns. And again, but we have really worked hard on this to really transcend all the limiting programming, all the feelings of, again, shame, guilt will be part of this. You're feeling unworthy somewhere deep down. That's why you need to go there. That's why you need to excavate it all, clear it all. It's not that you stay there. You're not wallowing in it. Okay. This is not about getting caught in a trauma spiral. Okay. But it's like you just need to keep moving through, just being, you know, not believing that this is your true self or that you're making it worse. As you know what you're doing and just being the observer of the emotions you're feeling, like you're watching a movie and you know you're watching a movie, but you're also feeling it. So it's not disassociating, okay? It can just leave very easily, very quickly right now. It's just energy that wants to leave. It's cellular memory from all fallen timelines. The trauma, the wounds need to purge, know it for what it is. It will make you move through it much more easy, much more gracefully, effortlessly, okay? As you don't believe it, you don't think there's something wrong with you, you're doing something wrong. No, that's exactly what you're here to do. The good work is not you just being in a high vibe, pretending you're positive, happy, okay, when you're not. It's being just fully present with whatever you're feeling. Truly, it's such a big thing that many, many people have gotten really, really wrong here. And that meant a lot of people like me had to pick up a lot of the shit. And then we're still being accused of spreading and harvesting negativity. Such an inversion, truly. And that's where the fun stops. No more. So as long as you know what you're doing, you're very conscious of this clearing process, you'll be fine. You clear it for good, forever. I can feel this in my field. I feel this heavy, karmic, shitty density that I've been carrying along for forever. It's lifted. Fully lifting, dissolved now in the field. That's how we become truly weightless, and transcending this false density. And can fly already, okay? So we're taking full flight as we let go of all this heavy load that we've also been carrying from others. So we're no longer caring it for others. We care, but we don't carry. We are here to help and support, but people also need to give us something back for this. This is no longer going to be one-sided. It just doesn't work. That makes us feel literally run down, exhausted, and then it's literally where, you know, we become a little bit imbalanced and might pop here and there because it's just too much to take after a little while, isn't it? So this is really where the forever holidays start, a new ease and grace, effortless way of living. It's all based on deepest self-beliefs and expectations, you know, like the beliefs of you need to work hard to make a living, delete, all of that stuff, okay? This is now a whole new reality as all of this limiting matrix, fear-based programming has been fully transcended. We are fully at one with our true multidimensional self. We are now writing the new storylines, free of all of the stuff, okay? And there's also no more separation between work and play. So even when I say, you know, it's like it's been hard, yeah, so far it's been hard, heavy shit shifting. And a lot of backlash, a lot of hate, all of this shit, and we still kept turning up. And even with little support in all of this. But I know that it's shifting now as we just, you know, fully reclaim all of our power, all of our worth, and no longer just keep giving it away, even if it's from a place of love and just wanting to help other people, okay? But it's like, it's just, if it's not appreciated, you literally like keep feeding your energy into the black hole system in a way, because these people are like black holes. So again, disrespect towards the true divine feminine energies, principles are clearing. This is the end of that. This is when harmony ensues. Again, the cosmic Christ within us all, men and women alike, is being birthed through the cosmic mother principle. So each one of us has to be rebirthed through their own cosmic mother self, their own divine inner feminine. And if people disrespect you, you need to remove them from your life if you can't realign it. So if people don't respect your energy, your time, your you know, what you share with them, your knowledge, your wisdom, your gnosis that helps other people ascend and make this easier for others, where you've been working really hard for gaining the access to this information, it's just no longer going to be allowed. Okay, that's how we claim our power back. So we know now when and how and whom to help, and no longer just, again, wasting our energy, our time, our life force, okay, on black hole construct systems. So when we are in full alignment with our true self, no other can take us off course, divide us, or come between us ever again. So that's what the twin flames, original counterparts, pairs now fully remember as they fully reconcile as true divine love. I mean, the love is in the field. Any remaining fears, doubts, worries, insecurities fully dissolving now, fully, completely. Everybody's seen with crystal clarity again, remembering again, past, present, and future, all the experiences. Everything is coming together right now, okay? And this is aligning us with our true soul family, 444, forever, for good. So we're going literally back to the start. This is all new beginnings, all new infinite possibilities, quantum realities coming fully online right now, okay? As you become your limitless, free, fearless, boundless, multidimensional self. Once you're at one with everything, you're no longer in separation with other parts of you, as well as you have healthy boundaries and discernment of what you want and don't want in your reality. It's the both ends, okay? And you just let go of anything that no longer serves you. And that was also the thing, because we loved some people so much, we overgave, we didn't keep, because it's not, you know, it is unconditional love, yeah, but I mean, there are also conditions, or rather agreements we have within those relationships, you know, and just because we love someone so dearly doesn't, you know, allow them to trample all over our boundaries and do whatever they want. And for too long, we have enabled people because we love them so much, because we understood where they're coming from, because we're trying to reconcile, because we're trying to heal, okay? But if they're not on board, you just let it all go now. And that's how you heal, that's how you help heal them, because you're no longer enabling them to just take from you and not giving you back. And that's how everything balances out in the field now, okay? And it's just the right divine timing now for this all to come fully into fruition for all to fall into place. Because this is the end of waiting. Let me be very, very clear here. Okay? That's it now. All fully completing the divine blueprint of the cosmic KRYST, the true Trinity, Holy Grail, Holy Family. That's eternal life. That's you fully multidimensional merging with the oneness. It's all here now. Okay? This is the reboot of the blueprint. Because, again, we've done all the hard work and now it just fully ignites through the supernova of the One Heart Mind event, literally the cosmic KRYST seed atom. It's like a master cell in your high heart, fully bursting wide open. If you want to know about any of these things more, some of the things I explained, I will leave a link below to Ascension Glossary. It's like a dictionary for Ascension. As with all information, take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, I don't agree with everything on there, but I always found it a helpful tool. And things like the cosmic KRYST seed atom, you will find there as permanent seed atom. I will leave that link below. And then from there, though, you can search in the search bar for other terms, you know, like light body, and then see what comes up. I've been going on many interesting journeys on this website. Let's put it that way. It's a great tool. And it can expand your consciousness. But don't get lost in, you know, belief systems and compartmentalization and good and bad and all of that, okay? It's just for you maybe to expand your ascension perspectives of, you know, diving deeper into some of these concepts and learning a little bit more. Because I always find when I mean, it's with right and wrong information, it always triggers more remembering in me. Like it's when I read something that really triggers, yeah, I remember this now. And then it unlocks more, as well as sometimes when I read something I don't agree with, this also, no, it's not that, it's this. You know what I mean? So again, never be afraid of information. It's just you need to be discerning. This is your God sovereign free self. So it doesn't matter what anyone says, okay? Any guide, any person, any teacher, okay? You need to know your own truth above all else. That's you cultivating your own gnosis. This is you remembering your own real truth, because this is not all about us. It's like us remembering one core real truth, true memories, the true cosmic history records, but then it's also, again, we all bring in different pieces. We all keep expanding the consciousness, our perceptions, perspectives, okay? But the real truth is being remembered as one, again, a reality, the perception of reality that truly helps us shift us fully, because as we shift our perception of reality, reality shifts. That's the quantum observer effect. You know, it's the same as when we have been healing in the past. It's like we do see what has happened to us differently. We forgive, you know, we let go. We no longer, you know, see ourselves as the victim, and we just see, this is what needed to happen to get me to where I am now. So the rejection, abandonment was ultimately a blessing. The deceit, the betrayal, okay? Because it brought us back to our true self. But now what we've learned, everything that we needed to learn and what we don't want, we have also created already what we already do want. Like it's all already here. Again, it's like it's all in the field. You just can't fully see it yet. And you just need to frequency align with it right now to fully activate it, which is you basically, your heart, mind, body, and soul. Every action, every word, every thought, every feeling, all of you fully aligned with you knowing that reality is here now. That's where it comes from. And again, action is part of this, because you need to collapse the quantum standing wave function into these quantum possibilities all up in the air. And then it's like, okay, I'll go for this one. And don't be afraid to get it wrong, okay? I mean, there is ultimately no wrong. They're just experiences that we then call positive or negative. But again, if you look back, the negative experiences actually have been a positive catalyst to your, you know, healing journey, you know, to make you who you are today. So I think that's it. There was more, but I think I'll leave it here. This is already long enough. Everything else will be shared in the call, in the field. Again, if you really want to get the most out of these activations happening right now in the field, bringing the Holy Trinity, the Cosmic Family, fully back online, Cosmic Mother, Father, and Child. Taking part in the call is the way to do this, so to say, if you, you know, obviously resonate with this and feel guided to. I mean, there are really huge opportunities for the acceleration on your own ascension journey, especially the activations are very powerful. For anyone new here, also on my page, you also can view my SoundCloud channel, where I have free activations that you can try out to get a feeling for it if you're not, you know, familiar with my work yet. Okay, and they're all very powerful. So yeah, this is it. This is where everything powerfully shifts forever, for real, for good. God has won. We have won. The goodness has won. Love has won. This is returning real truth. It's authenticity. As we are our true, eternal, authentic self, again, everything really, truly falls into place now. All right? Because we are aligned with truth, and then truth arises all around us. And there was one more thing I meant to share. 1 sec. Just quickly. So I hope you can all feel these massive shifts, because again, everything shifts internally first and then the outside shifts. But I can feel this now. I can see things literally tangibly shifting in my physical reality in a really tangible way. Oh yeah, about authenticity. Just one quote I wanted to read out from Brené Brown about authenticity. Authenticity is not something we have or don't have. It's a practice, a conscious choice of how we want to live. Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, the choice to let your true selves be seen. Again, so far people have been afraid of their true self being seen. Being a true self has come at a great cost, as I know people like me have experienced, because people get triggered by you, they hate on you, abandon you, reject you, all of that stuff. Okay, because it triggers their own false self, and it's kind of a protective mechanism. Okay, because they kind of don't want to go there. Know that it pays out, especially now. Okay, and now where before people again were afraid to be their true self, also because they had to rediscover, get to know thyself, their true self. Now it will be like people just won't be able to help themselves, but follow their heart, be their true self, be authentic, and become fearless. And again, we have done this amazing work by fully integrating, merging with that true version of self, that of the cosmic Christ, and it will just come online now collectively for everyone. Everybody will see the truth, whether they want to or not. Okay, they still obviously have a choice to fall in fear or rise in love. But generally, it's like the God self is taking over. Everyone with an open enough heart, I am not worried about whatsoever. All you really truly need to do right now is fully surrender. Okay, it's the strongest position you can be in. And remember that, you know, your surroundings, the environment, the people you spend your time with, if they drain you, you got to cut them out, because you will feel it in your energy field. That's how you return your true power, energy. Just disconnect from anything that doesn't serve you anymore, doesn't make you happy, and really jump all in into all those things that your heart calls you to be all in, jump all in, make the magic happen, surrender to true divine love, and allow God to really show you all the way home. Okay? And that's how we do this. You can also look back on my other videos that truly are all holding timeless ascension keys and codes, navigational tips, instruction sets for the new Cosmic KRYST blueprint, this theogamic reunion blueprint after Cosmic Mother, Father, and Child, fully reunified now as one within the Holy Trinity. And so it was done. So done. I hope you can feel the massive shifts unfolding. Otherwise, I would truly recommend you digging deeper into my work and applying what I'm sharing. I know from the people I've been working with, they can feel the shifts as well. So thank you for all your support. Any and all donations, like, share, subscribe, comment. So please also support me back, because I really feel this in my field, and then I can also keep giving more back to you. Okay, although it's not about more, it's more the quality. Okay, so again, it's not about doing more. It's like it's you just living from your heart, following your passion, following your inner guidance in every now moment. Okay, create from the heart. I mean, it is a lot about our gifts and abilities, and really, you know, now shining and not being afraid of anyone's judgments or rejections or thinking you're weird or crazy. Okay, you fully no longer care. All right, this is when you're not attached to your identity. Believe me, you don't care anymore. I ultimately don't care what people think of me. What I don't appreciate is hate being sent at me. And yeah, of course I appreciate support, but ultimately the reflections of others have very little to do with me. And I know this is why I just speak from the heart, and however it's going to be received, that's how it's going to be. I know it's not perfect. I get words wrong. My English is not perfect, all of that stuff, okay? And sometimes I forget what I was even saying. And I hope this will encourage you to be your own true, unique self. Even if it is not perfect, don't wait for the perfect. You will wait forever, okay? There's no more waiting. There's no more being stuck as you fully let go of any fears, okay? And just follow your heart. And it can be things like local community projects, it could be anything. You're making bracelets, painting pictures, and it's not about being public. It's just being in that beautiful frequency of self-love, of contentment. Like, this is true happiness I'm accessing now, and it's here for good, for real. And I know I've accessed this through transcending and transmuting, alchemizing all of the density. And I know I've done this on behalf of all, like many of us here have done. I mean, everything we do on behalf of the all, as well as, you need to do it for yourself. It's the both ends. All right, I leave it here. One more thing, it's just coming in. What I was shown, one of the main things why we even split to this huge level of separation, and I was also shown it wouldn't have needed to be this difficult and this long drawn out. It really wouldn't have needed to be. It's perfectly imperfect, but this is what we need to learn. It's really the fears, the doubts, all of the interference have kept us keeping us stuck, circling around, all of that stuff. So anyway, what I was shown is we got to this huge level of separation as we split from, into separate bodies. Because yes, it's very confusing to the collective psyche to be in different bodies, but still be part of the oneness. And this is, again, where competition, comparison, all this stuff comes in. And people wanting to have more power over others, okay, which again comes from inversions. But basically, again, it's also this part of the right and left brain. It's like, okay, either I'm part of the oneness or I'm separate. You know what I mean? I'm either in this total oneness feeling or I feel kind of separate in this illusion and not fully at one, with my fellow humans and the realities I'm living in. But it was really a natural kind of result in a way, although it's been massively distorted, of us just being in different bodies, because it is confusing. So what? So we're in different bodies, but we are one, and trying to reconcile this whilst we truly got sovereign and free in our own unique individual bodies, energy fields, as well as we're part of the one big cosmic God egg morphogenetic field, the cosmos. We're all sharing one big cosmic morphogenetic field, and we're all interconnected. We're all quantum entangled. It's the both end. And this is what we've been fine-tuning. And this is now with the right left brain merge as one. The heart and mind fully agree. Masculine and feminine. We're fully merged in the higher and lower self, the shadow and the light. Okay, the good and the bad. And we are dissolving all of these concepts, all of these distorted polarities. This is also why I've been feeling so up and down and a bit bipolar, because as again the reversal's clear, they come up and they feel a lot like bipolar energies in your field. Okay, all right, I leave it here. Thank you so much for all of your work, all of your support, keeping on hanging in there, keep holding the vision, the frequency, the alignment. Again, it's not about one moment in time, as well as it will be, but it's more about us just reaching a certain level of consciousness, and we're holding this now forever, for real. You don't go back to your old self, ultimately. So thank you so much love, so many blessings. I see some of you on the call or the replay or otherwise in the dream field. Okay, so much love. Bye, bye, bye.